My name is Larry Rodriguez. I'm writing statements on behalf of the Chevron heirs. She's being sexually molested and robbed by cops from Houston, Texas for 8 years and 5 months. I don't know where she's at. Find the Chevron heirs and place her in the protection of the federal government. Thank you. These cops follow me around acting with the sex offender cops of New York City, whom are also robbing the Chevron heirs and have been robbing the Chevron heirs for several years now. They follow me around acting like they're fighting crime. But they're not fighting crime. They're trying to entrap me. I go out and I try to get away from everything because they put shit on my head all day, in my nose, in my ears, everywhere. I try to get away from it. They still follow me, but not as much as if I was at home. So I go to the back of the trains, the end of the train, to be alone. And there's nothing there, nobody there, but I'm myself. And the cops from Houston, Texas, they always send somebody there, right? To invade the circumference of the isolation that I wish to have, right? So I get up and leave. Now, this has been going on for some time now. 4 or 5 times this happened. They're gonna say that I was doing something inappropriate with my reproductive organs, and I wasn't doing anything inappropriate. And the cops from Houston, Texas is going to try to say this, because that's what they do. They lie. The reason I get up is because every time the cops from Houston, Texas have people coming in my face to look into my face, right? So they take a picture and they send it to the Chevron heirs to tell the Chevron heirs that, look, you see, I'm looking at somebody, so I'm talking to them. So I told them to go to her, for them to go to her and ask her to buy them a car or do other provocative things to her, and so on. So anytime somebody gets in my face, I walk away all the time. But these cops from Houston, Texas is trying to make it look like I'm running away because somebody invaded my space because I was doing something inappropriate with my reproductive organs. But I don't do that. That's not what I do. What the cops from Houston, Texas do is get this woman sexually molested, commit crimes with a whole bunch of accomplices they got in the street, put shit on my head, have the police departments in the area corrupting themselves, and so on. That's what the cops from Houston, Texas do, okay? They corrupted New York City with that device to get invisible. They gave it to everybody. They did that. They created that. Everywhere you find that device to get invisible, it came from the cops from Houston, Texas. They started it, period. I'm not committing crime, and I'm not doing nothing inappropriate in the midst of society. I'm not bothering nobody. Please get these disgusting gay cops who are stalking me with a fatal attraction because they want me to accept their sexual preference. They try to impose that on me. They want me to accept that by commanding me to do it, by putting me under duress. But I reject that. I hate gay people, and I hate
Afro-American people, because these are the people the cops from Houston, Texas use most to oppress me. Now, if you put this under a thermal monitor, you'll see some assholes putting shit on my head. They may be police officers too, because they follow me with my GPS signal, and the cops from Houston, Texas call them and tell them where I'm at. And these cops, they park somewhere in the street, they get out of their car, or they get invisible in their car, they go somewhere and get invisible, and then they wait for me, they follow me, and then they start putting their shit on me so that they can rob people or do whatever it is they do to people when they get invisible and go into people's homes invisible. You understand? My name is Larry Rodriguez. I'm not committing crimes. I'm not going to get locked up. I'm not getting invisible. I'm not giving any of my abilities to the government. I'm not doing anything of that. I am an American citizen, and I am protected by my civil rights. And what the cops is doing is in violation of the Constitution and the legislations of the state of New York and all the states of the United States. So please, appoint me an attorney and let me have a conference with them. And this is what I look like, because the cops from Houston, Texas like to use a lot of people that look like me for all sorts of things. I don't know where the Chevron Everest is. Please find her and place her in the protection of the federal government. I would appreciate that very much, and she would as well. Thank you very much. I'm Larry Rodriguez. All you have to do is get these cops away from me so I could migrate and merge away from everybody and change my appearance, and nobody will know where I'm at. And they won't be able to stalk me and put shit on my head. The government is responsible for everything that I am going through right now, because I reported this crime to the government years ago and they did nothing about it. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Thank you, Judge. I appreciate you reviewing this video and so on. My apologies, because my demeanor and character is irritated. So this may be why this statement to you is sort of like mixed in with anger and irritation and whatnot. It's not toward you. It's in response to the way the cops from Houston, Texas are treating me. What's wrong with the government? Why are they letting these cops do this to this woman and me? I'm Larry Rodriguez. Thank you.